Seniors. By the time you reach 60 to 80 years of age, you may have lost up to half your muscle mass from when you were younger. It's a condition called sarcopenia, a silent thief that robs millions of seniors of their independence. More than 50 million seniors suffer from it worldwide. In the U.S. alone, weak muscles send over 300,000 older adults to the hospital every year due to falls. But here's what may surprise you most. Not everyone ages this way. The Journal of Physiology recently published research showing that this kind of severe muscle loss isn't as inevitable as most people think. In fact, some seniors in their 70s and even 80s have the same muscle strength, mobility, and performance as people decades younger. These superagers still hike, play tennis, and outperform 30-year-olds in strength tests, not because of good genes, but because of one thing they do daily. You might think it's too late to rebuild your strength. That's exactly what most doctors assume. But according to research from Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic, certain daily habits can literally turn back your muscle clock, no matter your age. And yet, 93% of seniors never hear this advice. Most are told to take it easy, when what their muscles actually need is the opposite. If you're just joining us, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. Also, tell us in the comments, where in the world are you watching from today? Now, let's dive into the 7 daily habits that help these superagers feel strong, balanced, and energized well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. The first one may surprise you, because it's a type of stress that actually makes you stronger. Habit number 7. Add a little stress, the good kind. One thing strong seniors do differently, they expose their bodies to small doses of stress, on purpose. It's called hormetic stress, and it's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available. Hormesis works like this. Short, controlled stress triggers your body to grow stronger. Cold showers, heat exposure, fasting, or brief muscle tension all activate protective pathways in your cells. These responses preserve muscle, burn fat, and boost energy. Take cold exposure, for example. Just ending your shower with 30 seconds of cold water activates brown fat and improves mitochondrial function. Or try a sauna. Finnish researchers found regular sauna use reduces muscle loss by up to 40% in aging adults. That's because heat activates repair proteins that protect muscle tissue. Intermittent fasting, eating within an 8 to 10 hour window, stimulates autophagy, your body's cellular cleanup system. In just 12 weeks, it can boost muscle efficiency by 10% without changing your diet. Another trick? Isometric holds. Pushing or pulling a fixed object for 5 to 10 seconds. These microbursts send strong growth signals to your muscles without stressing your joints. What makes these methods work isn't intensity. It's consistency and rest. Superagers don't punish their bodies. They gently challenge them and then let them recover. Start slow. Add cold water to the end of your shower. Eat within a set window. Try safe isometric exercises. Little by little, these habits build real strength, the kind that keeps you moving, climbing stairs, and living freely well into your 80s and beyond. Habit number 6. Spread your protein, not just pile it at dinner. Most seniors eat all their protein at once, usually at dinner. But studies now show that timing matters just as much as amount. As we age, we face something called anabolic resistance, meaning our muscles don't respond to protein as effectively. The fix? Instead of eating 60 grams at night, split it into 20 to 30 grams per meal, spread evenly throughout the day. Think of your muscles like a sponge. You need to soak them gradually. Loading protein all at once wastes the opportunity to rebuild muscle across the day. In a 12-week University of Texas study, seniors who spread their protein intake gained 1.2 pounds of muscle without even changing their exercise habits. That's huge. So how do superagers eat? Breakfast, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein smoothies. Lunch, lean meats, beans, or lentils. Dinner, fish, tofu, cottage cheese. Small change, big impact. Just 3 balanced protein meals a day can keep your muscles active, strong, and ready. Try it tomorrow. switch the toast for eggs. A little effort now can add years of strength later. Habit number 5. Boost your vitamin D. It's the muscle vitamin. Over 80% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, and it's quietly sabotaging their strength. Most think vitamin D is just for bones, but research from Harvard shows it also activates genes that build muscle. In a major JAMA internal medicine study, seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had 25% more muscle strength, faster reflexes, and better balance. That means fewer falls, better mobility, and more independence. But here's the catch. Aging skin produces 50% less vitamin D from sunlight. That's why most seniors don't get enough from the sun alone. Experts recommend 2,000 to 4,000 IU per day through food and supplements. Try adding fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy, and get 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun if you can. And don't forget vitamin K too. It works with D to move calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. Without it, high doses of vitamin D could cause artery calcification. Want to be sure? Ask your doctor for a vitamin D blood test. Keep levels above 40 nanograms per milliliter to protect your strength and prevent muscle wasting as you age. Habit number 4. Lower inflammation. Stop muscle loss at the root. Chronic inflammation, or inflammaging, is one of the top reasons seniors lose muscle faster. Even if you're eating well and moving, silent inflammation can block muscle growth and speed up breakdown. A Tufts University study found that seniors with the highest inflammation lost muscle 3 times faster, regardless of diet or exercise. That's why superagers make inflammation control a daily habit. They start with sleep. Same bedtime every night, pitch dark rooms. Poor sleep increases inflammatory chemicals by up to 40%. Next, their gut. Aging shifts your gut bacteria, triggering systemic inflammation. Superagers eat over 30 different plant foods weekly, plus fermented foods like yogurt and sauerkraut. Their workouts? Moderate most days. A little intensity once or twice a week. Overtraining does more harm than good. And finally, anti-inflammatory nutrients. Omega-3s from fish or supplements, curcumin from turmeric, green tea, berries, and extra virgin olive oil are their staples. If you're curious about your own inflammation levels, ask for a high-sensitivity C-reactive protein test, HSCRP. Aim to keep it below 1.0 milligrams per liter, just like the fittest seniors do. Habit number 3, take the right micronutrients, or lose muscle. Anyway, protein and workouts matter, but without key micronutrients, your muscles can't use them properly. That's why superagers prioritize very specific vitamins and minerals daily. The top one? Magnesium. It powers over 300 muscle-related processes, yet 70% of seniors lack it. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found seniors with good magnesium levels had 30% stronger grip strength. Then comes creatine. It's not just for athletes. At 3 to 5 grams a day, it boosts muscle, brain, and energy function in older adults. Next is vitamin B12. With age, stomach acid drops, making absorption harder. Many medications, like metformin or acid blockers, also reduce B12. Superagers take the active form, methylcobalamin, to support energy and nerve muscle function. There's also zinc, selenium, and chromium, crucial for nutrient delivery to muscles. A Tufts study found those who had optimal levels kept 22% more muscle over 5 years. Most seniors rely on generic multivitamins, but superagers test first, then tailor their supplements to fill only what's missing. It saves money and improves results. Habit number 2, protect the brain-to-muscle link, or strength disappears. When seniors lose strength, the real culprit isn't always the muscle. It's often the neuromuscular junction, the nerve connection that tells your muscles to move. After age 60, this link deteriorates quickly, unless you actively protect it. Superagers stay strong by training both the mind and body together. Activities like Tai Chi, dancing, and ping pong outperform regular exercise in keeping the brain-to-muscle signal sharp. A 2020 study showed seniors who practiced coordination, Heavy movements preserved 31% more neuromuscular function. They also use key supplements. Alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl-L-carnitine reduce nerve damage. Special forms of vitamin B1, like benfotiamine, help boost acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that activates muscle. And here's something most people miss. Simple breathing exercises, like box breathing, can stimulate the vagus nerve and boost muscle control by up to 15% in just 5 minutes a day. Lastly, cognitive exercise matters. Seniors who solve puzzles, read, or learn new skills retain more strength, because brain training keeps the neuromuscular system firing. Habit number 1, the most powerful habit of all: progressive resistance training. This is the single most powerful thing seniors can do to feel strong again, and yet, most are told to avoid it. We're talking about resistance training, not endless walking or water aerobics, but real strength-building exercise that pushes your muscles to adapt and grow. Superagers don't just lift weights, they follow a system, short focused sessions with compound movements like squats, rows, and presses. The key is intensity, not duration. One study from McMaster University found that 2 weeks of high-intensity training built more muscle than 5 weeks of moderate workouts. They also use progressive overload, adding a little more weight or reps over time. Without this, muscles simply stop growing. And here's the trick. They emphasize the lowering phase of each movement. Slowing down the eccentric part puts more controlled tension on the muscle, which leads to better gains with less joint strain. Even seniors who started resistance training in their 70s or 80s saw incredible results. In one study, older adults gained 3.3 pounds of muscle in just 12 weeks, with better balance, memory, and blood sugar control to match. The most dangerous myth is that resistance training is too risky for seniors. The truth? Not doing it is far riskier. Without resistance, muscle loss speeds up, making falls, weakness, and dependence more likely. If you only adopt one habit from this video, let it be this one. Start slow, use proper form, and talk to a trainer or physical therapist if needed. Just 2 sessions a week can help you feel younger, stronger, and more independent for years to come. These are the 7 habits that help strong seniors in their 70s, 80s, and beyond feel decades younger. Gentle stress exposure, smart protein timing, balanced vitamin D, inflammation control, muscle-activating micronutrients, protecting your neuromuscular links, and, the most powerful of all, progressive resistance training. If you're watching this thinking, I can't do all of that, then don't. Just pick one. One habit that speaks to you. One change you can start this week. Because strength doesn't return overnight. It builds quietly, with consistency and care. The good news? You're not too late. You've lived through challenges, raised families, worked hard. Now, it's time to reclaim your independence. Time to move confidently, to sit down and get up with ease, to keep doing the things you love, with the people you love, for as long as possible. So, which habit surprised you the most? Are you already doing any of these? Share in the comments. And if you know a strong senior who inspires you, tag them or tell us their story below. And finally, if you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. We make weekly videos to help you stay strong, stay active, and live well, at every age. We'll see you in the next one. Stay vital.